It's 10 trivia questions on Ready Player One for Patreon subscriber Chris Arneson. This is Trivia with Buds. And welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out the show, and thanks for leaving iTunes reviews and becoming a Patreon subscriber so that you can get the show completely ad-free. It's just $1 a month, patreon.com/trivia with Buds. And that number of patrons is really climbing. I think we're in the late 80s now. So thank you so much for being a supporter of the show. $12 a year, $1 a month, totally ad-free. I know I hate ads. I skip them every podcast I listen to. And you could do that, or you can just completely get rid of them and have your own feed customized just for you with just me talking, just the intros, the outros, and the trivia questions themselves. But thank you for checking out the show. Today's episode all about Ready Player One, a movie I've seen a lot of clips of but never sat down and watched, and some of the questions on the book and the movie. And then we have our fact of the day, and of course, our warm-up game of Scattergories. The Scattergories warm-up game letter is B. We have bodies of water, spices and herbs, and acronyms. Bodies of water, spices and herbs, acronyms, all starting with the letter B. Okay, fact of the day coming up at the end of the episode. And make sure you hit subscribe so you never miss new episodes. Over 1,500 to check out on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts or Podcatcher or wherever you might listen to this show. So subscribe, and never miss those apps. We're going to jump into Ready Player One trivia right now. Here we go. It's Ready Player One. Question number one coming at you. Here it is. Number one, what is Parzival's real name in Ready Player One? What is Parzival's real name in Ready Player One? Question number two, what is the name of the resistance group formed by the main characters to combat the IOI Corporation's efforts to win the contest and take control of the Oasis? Number two, what is the name of the resistance group in Ready Player One? Question number three, in the Oasis, what is the first key that players must find to begin the Easter egg hunt? Number three, in the Oasis, what's the first key that players must find to begin the Easter egg hunt? Number four, in the book, the extra life quarter is acquired by getting a perfect score on what game? Number four, in the book, the extra life quarter is acquired by getting a perfect score on what game? Number five, after Parzival and Artemis are ambushed at the distracted globe, what artifact does he use to escape? Number five, after Parzival and Artemis are ambushed at the distracted globe, what artifact does he use to escape? Number six, what's the relationship between Parzival and Alice? What's the relationship between Parzival and Alice? Number seven, while in Halliday's room, the young Halliday is playing which video game? Number seven, while in Halliday's room, the young Halliday is playing which video game? Number eight, when Artemis and Parzival are in AX workshop, so the big guy can fix her damaged motorcycle, Parzival nervously shows her a lot of the cool stuff his friend has collected. Which well-known ship does he pull from a box? Which well-known ship does he pull from a box? Number nine, in the beginning of the film, Wade explains the nature of the Oasis, and the part of the appeal is you can be whatever you want, including a cartoon character. As he gives this information, we see which very distinctive cartoon character emerge. Which cartoon character emerges at the beginning of the film when Wade's talking about the nature of the Oasis? Number 10, after Parzival's impassioned plea for help in saving the Oasis, a large army arrives outside of Castle Doom. As they charge, Parzival raises a boombox to play which song? Which song is playing in that boombox during that Castle Doom army battle? And the bonus for 2 points, what's the last thing that Halliday says to Parzival? What is the last thing that Halliday says to Parzival? Those are all your questions on Ready Player One. Hope you're ready for the answers after a word from these sponsors. We are back with the answers to Ready Player One, Around on the Book and the Movie. Chris Arneson, hope you had fun playing along. If you want to be like Chris and submit topics to be used on the show, you get one per month for $5 or more on patreon.com/triviawithbuds. And of course, you would get the dollar level by getting the $5 level, so you'd have the show completely ad-free anytime you want to listen. Number one, what is Parsifal's real name in Ready Player One? It's Wade Watts. Wade Watts. Number two, what's the name of the resistance group formed by the main characters in Ready Player One? The High Five. The High Five. Number three, in the Oasis, what's the first key that players must find to begin the Easter egg hunt? That's the Copper Key. Copper Key. Number four, in the book, the extra life quarter is acquired by getting a perfect score on what game? Pac-Man. Pac-Man. Number five, after Parsifal and Artemis are ambushed at the distracted globe, what artifact is he used to escape? The Zemeckis Cube, in homage to Robert Zemeckis, Back to the Future director. And number six, what is the relationship between Parsifal and Alice? An aunt and nephew. Parsifal is Alice's nephew. Number seven, while in Halliday's room, young Halliday is playing Space Invaders. Space Invaders. Number eight, Artemis and Parsifal are in AX workshop. The big guy fixes her damaged motorcycle. Parsifal nervously shows her the cool stuff his friend has collected and pulls out the Millennium Falcon. Millennium Falcon, Han Solo's ship. Number nine, at the beginning of the film, Wade explains the nature of the Oasis, and part of it is you can be whatever you want, including Marvin the Martian. Marvin the Martian. Number 10, after Parsifal's impassioned plea for help in saving the Oasis, a large army arrives outside, and Parsifal raises a boombox to play We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister. We're Not Gonna Take It, Twisted Sister. I have seen that scene before. And the bonus for 2 points, what's the last thing Halliday says to Parsifal? Thanks for playing my game. Thanks for playing my game. And there you have it, Ready Player One, a quiz that hopefully you had some fun with if you saw the book or read the movie. Strike that, reverse it, you know what I meant. And now we've got your fact of the day. Let's do that. Let's do the fact of the day, which is about a little something to do with hair. You lose about 50 to 100 hairs a day off your face, your body, your head. 50 to 100 hairs every day. You may not even be going bald. It's just science. Your letter for categories was B, bodies of water. I'll say the Baltic Sea. And we've got spices and herbs. I'll say basil. And acronyms, I'll say BYOB. Bring your own beer to my house. But I'll have some for you, too, if you ever stop by. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend. We'll see you next time for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.